Dear viewers, I hope you are all fine. This ultrasound video shows a case of polyhydramnios with anencephaly. Of those fetuses with anencephaly, a small portion will die while still in the uterus. Intrauterine fetal demise or stillbirth. Approximately 25% will have excessive amniotic fluid around the fetus. Polyhydramnios may cause extra stretching of the uterus, resulting in preterm contractions. You can see the fetus, and you can see the fetal cranial vault is missing. It is a case of anencephaly. This is the brain matter, while there is no cranial vault. Eyes of the fetus are also visible. If the initial ultrasound shows evidence of polyhydramnios, sonologist will be required to do a more detailed ultrasound. Measurements of the amniotic fluid volume AFV by measuring the single largest deepest pocket of fluid around the baby. An AFV value of 8 cm or more suggests polyhydramnios. Now you can see the fetal head. Again, the eyes and the brain matter is visible with no cranial vault seen. The vertical measurement of deepest pocket of amniotic fluid free of fetal parts is used to classify polyhydramnios into mild, that is 8 to 11 centimeter, moderate 12 to 15 centimeter, and severe 16 or more than 16 centimeter. In about 80% of cases, the polyhydramnios is mild, in 50% moderate, and in 5% severe. Common causes of polyhydramnios include gestational diabetes, fetal anomalies with disturbed fetal swallowing of amniotic fluid, fetal infections, and other rare causes. The diagnosis is obtained by ultrasound. Now you can see the amniotic fluid, the volume of amniotic fluid looks to be increased. Now you can see this vertical pocket measures about more than 100 millimeter. This is placenta. Now the impact of polyhydramnios on pregnancy is most women with polyhydramnios will deliver healthy babies with no problems. If polyhydramnios is severe, it may make the uterus contract and it is difficult to get comfortable in a chair or lying down. With polyhydramnios, risk of the following complications is increased: preterm contractions and possible preterm labor, premature rupture of membranes, fetal malpositions, maternal respiratory compromise, umbilical cord prolapse, uterine atony, abruptio placentae. Now again you can see the fetus, the limbs, the lower limbs are normal, looks to be normal, while the amniotic fluid looks to be increased in volume. There is a thick sludge seen in the amniotic fluid. While moderate to severe polyhydramnios may cause the following symptoms: difficult difficulty in breathing, swelling in the lower extremities, swelling of the vulva, decreased urine production, constipation, heartburn, feeling huge or tightness in the belly. Now, there are many birth defects associated with polyhydramnios. Persistent polyhydramnios has been associated with fetal aneuploidy, and polyhydramnios at birth has been associated with preterm delivery, unstable lie, malpresentations, cord prolapse, and placental abruption. You can find some important information in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. If you do like this video, please click the like button. Thanks.